T Blockers by Alice Mayo McKay. This is a great movie. It is very B horror movie. You can probably tell by the cover. It's definitely giving like B horror movie, although I don't really think it's a horror movie personally. Wikipedia lists it as a horror movie, and that's fine, I guess. I just don't think it's very scary. It honestly feels more like an action comedy than a horror, but that's kind of regardless. It is a fun movie. It is available, I believe, on Shudder as well, along with the rest of her movies. That's just 5 movies now. They're all available on Shudder. But if you are lucky and it's still available, you can buy a physical copy on Vinegar Syndrome. This was like $20. Absolutely worth it. Really fun movie. This is the third movie made by Alice Mayo McKay, following So Vam and Bad Girl Boogie, released in 2023, and it's a lot of fun. It's short, coming in at only 74 minutes. It's barely over an hour. And to be fair, that does kind of play against it a little bit. I do feel the story's a little rushed, especially in the middle. It's kind of hard to know the actual plot. We're going to try to talk about that a little bit, but I feel like the plot is a little hard to follow in a way. But a grand overview, trans women in Australia can sense a parasite in men, and they form like a vigilante group to cure them of the parasite. Pretty sure when they cure them of the parasite, they just like beat the shit out of them and kill them, which is like, fair enough. It's a very obvious and very surface level metaphor of like incels and bigots, and like, we should do more of that. Just saying, if you want to get a field hockey stick and like beat the shit out of your local bigot, I don't think most people are going to care that much. I won't care. The cast of this movie is doing great work. I will say, none of the cast has Wikipedia pages. It is a little hard to remember exactly who was who, so I will try to put like a picture up of the people I'm talking about, just to make sure I got the right person when I'm saying it. Lauren Last starring as Sophie, Leewee Dawson as Spencer, and Lisa Fanto as Storm, and Tashiro Glenn as Chris. There's also etc. as Cryptessa, and they're all pretty much doing a good job. Etc. is playing like this Elvira-esque character, I guess, offering breaks in between scenes to kind of transition to scenes, but also they're fun and entertaining. Usually discussing what's going on or kind of making fun of it a little bit. And then the rest of the cast is the actual people in the movie, and they're all doing a great job. Leewee Dawson and Lisa Fanto personally stand out the most in this movie for me. Lisa Fanto's also in another of her movies, Satanic Panic. We'll discuss this one another time. I did watch it. I didn't watch the other one, Christmas movie, but I didn't watch that one yet, so maybe they're in there too. I don't actually know. A lot of the cast seems to carry over to Satanic Panic, so they might both be in like different versions, like different parts of the movie. But Lisa Fanto sort of stars in both movies. She's not the star, like not the main character, but she has a prominent role in both movies. I don't think Leewee Dawson is in Satanic Panic, but I could be wrong. Doesn't matter. Either way, I think both of them are really bringing the most to this movie. They are the most interesting parts of the movie, but the whole cast is doing a really good job. Lauren Last as Sophie is a lot of fun in the movie. She makes a really good main character. And Tashiro Glenn rounds out the cast as Chris, and again, doing a really good job and a lot of fun. Deeper into the plot, though, it kind of falls apart a little bit. Just a smidge. The movie is still a lot of fun, but I feel like the explanation of what's actually going on isn't very deep. We know that there's a parasite. It's like this black slug-looking thing that they end up coughing out after they get the shit beat out of them. And we know that the people that are getting it are like super incels, like Joe Rogan and fucking Shapiro watchers and whatnot. And like, yeah, that tracks. They're squimy little worms that you want to just kind of hit with something. So, makes sense. The commentary is not like super deep in this movie. It's pretty surface level. I feel like just watching the movie, you can get exactly what she's saying in the movie. But it's a lot of fun. I've noted this in my Twilight review for Breaking Dawn Part 1, that in that movie, the commentary of Stephanie's beliefs kind of weighed the movie down. And you might argue that that's because I don't believe what she was saying. I think what she was saying was wrong. And that, to an extent, is always going to be part of it. Whether you agree with the message of a movie is going to affect how you feel about the movie. I think to at least some degree. It's not the main thing, at least not for me. It's not going to like kill a movie for me or make the movie great for me, but it does obviously offer some, if the message of a movie is like something I horrendously disagree with and it's like the worst thing ever, I might not like the movie for that, but you can also just make the movie good. In this case, the movie's just good. Like with Breaking Dawn Part 1, it's an already boring movie, and she like wedges in these beliefs that are not great about abortion, and it's like, well, yeah, your shitty movie is now worse because now I have to also listen to you kind of discuss pro-life nonsense. So in that case, it didn't really work for me. In this case, this is already a fun movie. Like, even if somehow you don't get the very obvious social commentary, the movie is just a lot of fun. So it works. Again, the social commentary is not super hard to understand, but in the off chance that you don't, or if you just don't care about the social commentary, if you want to kind of ignore it and pretend that that doesn't exist for some reason, the movie is just still a lot of fun. So that good movie. This is a good example of using your movie to speak about something that you care about while also just making a good movie. Beat up your local bigot. It's fun. Positive message. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, the soundtrack for this movie is phenomenal. There is at least 2 Delilah Bond songs in this that are both really, really good, and you should listen to them because she is good. It's fun. They also both really work for the movie, so there's that. But if you like B horror movies, I feel like you'll probably like this. It's a lot of fun. This is a really good movie. Also, when doing like basic research for this movie, this is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and like, I could see it. This is really good. Like, it's not perfect. I don't think it's a perfect movie, but this is a really good movie. And it's also worth noting that this was released in 2023? Yeah, this was released in 2023. Alice Mann McKay was like 18 when this movie came out. Like, she's made 5 movies, and she is 20 years old. And one of them just came out like last year. So like, in the first 19 years of her life, she produced 5 full movies. Like, these are full-length movies, physical, wide releases. All of her stuff is available on Shudder. Like, this is an incredible career for really anyone at that young of an age. Like, it's just really impressive that at such a young age, she's put out so much work. And so far, it's all been good. Like I said, I haven't watched The Carnage for Christmas yet, but I did watch Satanic Panic, and while this isn't a video for that movie specifically, this was a fantastic movie as well. We'll get into this in another video. And at some point I will watch Carnage for Christmas. I just haven't gotten to it recording. And her other 2 movies are also available physically. Bad Girl Boogie, like, I'm just going to buy it off Amazon. Like, it's available for like $15 on Amazon right now. Just got to actually buy it. And So Vam technically is available. Having trouble hunting down a copy, though. I'm going to do my best. I will do my best, but I'm having problems finding a copy of that one. But they are all available physically. And I think that's really cool. Like, she's 20. 20. She's just a child. She's just a kid. And, like, 5 movies. That's insane. That is an insane work ethic. That is... 2 of them came out in the same year. Like, really good stuff. Again, so far all of them have been great. She's definitely a director to look out for in the future. Obviously, these are small budget movies. Like, this costs $10,000 to make. In terms of a movie budget, that is nothing. Like, that is just nothing. Cars cost more than that. You know, like, that is peanuts. So to make something this good on that small of a budget, she's definitely a director you're going to want to watch out for in the future. I can absolutely see her making, phenomenal, bigger budget movies at some point. I don't know when. I don't know if that's even what she wants to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go pick this up while it's still available at Vinegar Syndrome. It is absolutely worth picking up. It's limited to how many copies there are. There's only like 1,000 being produced, and I don't know, at the time of recording, I don't know how many are there. When I bought it, there was only a couple hundred left, so I assume there's not a ton left. I recommend go buy the movie before it's unavailable. I kind of wish I had bought So Vam at an earlier point. I didn't know it existed when it came out, but now it's like impossible to find. So if this does go Like, once this sells out, and the same for Satanic Panic and Carnage for Christmas, once they sell out, they're not going to be available on physically to purchase, and it seems like they're going to be very hard to track down later. Yes, they are available on Shudder. All of her movies are on Shudder, which is good. You can watch it, go watch it that way if you don't want to spend money on it right now, or at least until you've seen it. It's on Shudder, horror streaming app. Just go watch it there. But these do have physical releases, and I highly recommend picking them up before they are not available, because one day she's going to make something that's not, these small B-movie budget film stuff, and people are going to look back and want to see her past movies, and these aren't going to be available physically, at least. These are, you're going to want to pick this up in the future, and it's not going to be available. Definitely go pick it up. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.